Oh man, a lot of news today, everyone. Oh, unreal. Thursday, March 5th, 2026 is today. A lot of news to go over here real quick. XRP's off a bit, Ripple, Bitcoin trading off a bit. A lot of news. Wars going on. Europe is stepping up apparently. Is this World War III? Some have argued it is. So we've got a lot of news to go over today. Just a quick video. So let's take a look at this. I'm reading on CNN. Apparently Trump fires Noem, N-O-E-M, as frustrations build over her conduct at Homeland Security, and that Oklahoma Senator Mullen will replace Noem, N-O-E-M, as a Homeland Security chief. Iran war spreads as Europe nations draw further in. It's got a lot of news. So these new video shows moment drone strikes Azerbaijan airport. So there's a lot of different nations are joining in on this now. And, military industrial complex starts kicking in. So, I'm just kind of looking at the news headlines today. So oil spikes nearly 9%, the most since 2020, as Middle East fears escalate. My goodness. CNN drives towards Tehran as security tightens and daily life appears calm. My goodness. So, Trump and Hegseth, awkward comment about U.S. troops. So it's getting political, obviously, warfare. And so let's take a look at the news real quick. Running about 2 minutes. Stocks tanked a bit today as crude oil surge stoke inflation fears. Are we going to experience hyperinflation in crude oil? S&P was off about half a point. Crude oil up as much as 9% today at $79 to $80 per barrel. The VIX is up big, so we're starting to see an increase in VIX. So when volatility increases, it's been my experience that it signifies a potential big trend reversal. Or is this 1928, or are we gonna, keep hyperinflating? Gold was off today fractionally at 5,088. So, my goodness. Stocks drop after oil spikes to its highest price since the summer of 2024. Cuba, they're trying to repair outage at a power plant because they got a blackout in Cuba. Cuba can't get oil from Venezuela anymore. News on Raytheon. Pinterest stock is in the news. AI drone stocks are soaring. So this is what we got. The stock S&P minis off 52 points. I'm right at the close here. NASDAQ minis off 114 points. The Dow off 800 points. The VIX again up about 1.89 to 23 on the VIX. The Dixie's stronger at 99. Watch a year yield on the 10-year. Crude oil at 79, up $4.50. Nat gas is trading at 2.989. Gold again. Silver's flat at 82.32. So we shall see the stocks that are active today. Again, Nvidia, Tesla, Broadcom, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple Computer, Micron Technologies, Google is wonderful, Meta, Platforms, and SanDisk. And the stock of the day is Valero Energy. 52-week high. Valero stock has strong technical momentum. Is Valero stock? It's in the energy sector. It's never too high to buy, never too low to sell because of the trend. So that's what we have on bar chart. Let's take a look at some of these news headlines here. Been trying to buy the dip on Bitcoin all day. Had nothing happen really. Bought the dippy dip a little bit at 71,698.70. So, it's kind of flat. So we shall see. And so check out this link. I just penned an ebook on intro to Artificial Intelligence Neuroscience Kindle edition, you can explore the deepest mysteries of the mind in the future of technology in an introduction to Artificial Intelligence Neuroscience, a comprehensive guide to understanding how we're using AI, artificial intelligence, to unlock the secrets of the human brain. Check out the links below. You can read it for free on Amazon Kindle. Introduction to AI Neuroscience. So Bitcoin's, off about 2.5%. We got a lot. It's just, let's see. Al Jazeera, I look at all the news stories. Look on the left and the right. Al Jazeera is reporting U.S.-Israel launch attack on Iran. Explosions heard in Israel and Arab states. A U.S. official tells Al Jazeera that attacks were carried out as a joint military operation between Israel and the U.S. The United States and Israel have launched an attack on Iran. Explosions heard and seen across Tehran and other parts of the country, as apparent retaliatory explosions are hitting northern Israel and multiple Gulf Arab states. Several missiles struck University Street and Jamhuri area in Tehran. So, my goodness. So that's on Al Jazeera. Now let's look at Fox News and look at BBC also too. Let's go to BBC first. British Broadcasting Corporation is reporting Israel says it is starting next phase of the war as Iranians express tiredness over the conflict. So Israel backs war with Iran despite uncertainty and fatigue. So this is being reported on BBC. Kristi Noem ousted as Homeland Security boss after scrutiny over deportation drives. Britney Spears was arrested. What's going on there with Britney? Business news. Let's look on the BBC. States sue Trump over administration over new unlawful global tariffs. So tariffs in the news. And then let's look at Fox News here. Now stay with me to the end, running about 8 minutes. I want to give you some free alpha. Let's take a look at Fox News here. I read the news on geopolitics. President Trump says it's time for Iranian people to take their country back, calling for a revolution. Again, Kristi Noem ousted. House votes to let Trump's Operation Fury continue. So experts warn of red-green alliance as Islamic groups gain enormous clout. So GOP Senator Mike Lee unveils bill. So a lot of news there. Here, a lot of news going over all this. Yeah, I just do my research for myself. And so let's look at Yahoo Finance. Stay with me to the end. Give me a like and a share. I do my research, and then I don't care what you good people invest in. I just kind of give you transparency to how I roll. Dow leads stock slide as oil surges again. New high, so breakout. Oil's never too high to buy. Oil could go to $100, $150, $200 a barrel on a hyperinflationary bump. Markets continue to be rocked by developments in Iran conflict. The Dow sank over 1,000 points at one point. Is this early 1929? Are we going to have a big down day sometime, down 20%, and then another 70% peel off in the Dow Jones Industrial average, like transpired going into 1932? Stock market turmoil on the VIX. Diesel fuel, news on it. Oracle plans thousands of job cuts in the face of AI cash crunch. So Oracle put a lot of resources into AI and not so sure if it's paying off, so they're going to lay off employees. February jobs report, global tariffs news, news on Costco and FedEx, Robinhood news, Platinum card. My goodness, and H-1B visa rules. So, man, bonding requirements for offshore oil rigs, drill baby drill. Venezuela, news on it. So I just kind of go over the news here and then look, how can I position myself? Let's see. CrowdStrike, active. Let's see. Top gainers, Sable Offshore. So a lot of these drilling companies and shipping companies. The trade desk is up about 20%. Expedia is up 14%. American Eagle is off about 14%. Highcroft Mining off 14%. Sienna off 13%. And the active stocks, NVIDIA, American Airlines, Plug Power, Ondas, and the trade desk. A lot of activity there. So, man. So how do I position myself? So let's look at bar chart here. The greatest negative weighted alpha, where my FOMO is purchasing Bitcoin. So let's see the performance leaders. I do my own research, like I was saying, and then formulate a trading plan to see how to survive during some obviously very trying times. Last 52 weeks, okay, the greatest weighted alpha positive is silver bullion. So I'm selling some of my silver bags now into this silver bullion pump. In a perfect world, I'd like to see silver bullion retest the breakout point of $55 and then go to $200 an ounce. We shall see. So 136.95 positive weighted alpha for the silver bullion contract. It's not financial advice, I have to say that. I'm not a commodity trading advisor. And then on the bottom of the list of the commodities that I want to own is Bitcoin futures, negative 28.20 negative weighted alpha. So Ethereum is pumped up nice, only a negative 13.23 negative weighted alpha. So now my FOMO is to purchase Bitcoin futures, not the futures, but the actual Bitcoin itself, because it has the greatest negative weighted alpha. So I'm selling the strength of silver, my bags of silver, and then backing the truck up into Bitcoin. So that's really what I have. And then, I go over, look at my trading plan for today. My voice is a little hoarse too. I get allergies kicking in here where I'm at. So let's look at the trading plan. A dollar cost average Bitcoin today. Had a good last couple weeks in Bitcoin. Pulled out about 17,000 points in trading profits on Bitcoin in the last about 10 days. So a dollar cost Bitcoin today, SPY ETF, I DCA'd it, the blockchain ETFs, the BKCH and block, BLOK. So I'll dollar cost that, and then I bought the dip on FSOL, which is the Solana ETF. So that's what I really have for today, people. Got a lot of news going on. So we got World War III. I'm prepping. I'm a prepper. And of course, it's tax season, so now you got to get all your 1099s and W-2s and 1040EZ tax returns, companies H&R Block and TurboTax. Get all your tax returns done, and it's all of your write-offs and tax deductions and everything. So that's what we have for today. About 15 minutes, and then what is, it feels like, there's a big credit crisis with Blackstone, where they can't repay investors when this private equity, these hedge funds could be the next long-term capital management. And of course, Iran and the AI race, we got a arms race in a sense for artificial intelligence It takes a lot of energy to run AI. So who's going to win, the East or the West? So World War III will determine who controls the oil supply. And oil is used, to secure artificial intelligence and data mining at data centers. And it feels like, people, hyperinflation at the store, pain at the pump, obviously. We got, potential World War III. Gold prices have been surging. Another endless costly war. Could this be the next Vietnam police action that we saw from 1958 to 1974? So that's what we have for today. Tell me what you think. Leave comments below. Again, you can always read my book on artificial intelligence, AI, neuroscience. And fascinating times, So that's what I have for today. Trying to buy the dip. I got open orders at Limit GTC to purchase the Bitcoin, have some Bitcoin at, these limit orders at 69,300, 65, 213, at 62,800. So we shall see. Bought a little bit on the dippy dip at 71,698 spot 70, but can't seem to get any follow through. But I'm backing the truck up, and IDC8 Bitcoin as high as 120,000. Then we've had a dip down to 60,000. So, you know what I did? Absolutely nothing. No margin calls. So again, selling my silver bags, backing the truck up into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then also XRP. Trying to buy the dippy dip on XRP. Been able to purchase a little bit of XRP Ripple. So that's what we have, people. This news, it's incredible, the geopolitics affects the commodity markets, obviously, and it affects the crypto markets and Forex markets, and, we shall see. We got to pray for peace, but, this news, just looking at this Iran news here real quick. CNN live updates. Israel says it's moving to the next phase with war with Iran. Tehran says it's ready for invasion. So is the entire country of Iran going to turn into like a Stalingrad? Beach landings and paratroopers in Stalingrad type scenario? It could. Next phase of war starts. And Trump says also, too, on Axios, that he must be involved in the picking of Iran's next leader. Bring back the Shah of Iran, son. The Shah of Iran, well, I'll tell you, the country was well off and satisfied and good and wholesome. This radicalism is not so good. So, gas at the pump. Military strikes in Iran send gas prices surging. Iran vows revenge after U.S. sinks a warship. They put a torpedo right into an Iranian warship that I guess thought was safe in international waters near Sri Lanka. So this is 6-day wars in Iran and Israel, and Iran launched fresh waves of strikes back and forth. So, about 20 minutes, people. Tell me what you think. Pray for peace. We shall see. It's John on my news desk and trading desk. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. Thanks, everyone. Have a super great